What's up? It is Thursday night. It is Chiefs week. We have an updated injury report that had everybody talking. Do we want to see IR5 get off of IR? Because we might have to roll with Riley Leonard. I got a cut water, and we got some shit to talk about. Sammy, start me up.
Turn up your volume. Because you're about to listen to The Sick Podcast. And Bill Show.
Intercepted! Marlon Jackson! Marlon's got it! We're going to the Super Bowl! We're going to the Super Bowl! Marlon Jackson with the interception! He picked off Tom Brady!
The sickest Indianapolis Colts podcast. It's gonna be sick.
Yes, sir. It's going to be sick. But before we do all this talking about the news today, CJ, would you please for the sponsor?
Yes, sir. Hold on, once it takes a second to go on ahead and load up.
Oh, was I too quick?
It might have been just a little bit too quick.
My bad.
You know what I'm saying? No, but no, not too quick though.
All right,
But game on. Week 12 starts now. And every touchdown brings you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. This isn't just football, it's first down, touchdown, fireworks, anytime TD rushes, and live bets that ride every momentum shift. At DraftKings, every play is your next shot to win. New customers, this one for you. By the way, I'll be a new customer in like 2 weeks, which is going to be fantastic. Bet just $5 and you get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, grab over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Your season starts now. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SICKSPORTS. That's code SICKSPORTS, all caps, no spaces, to get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first bet of $5 or more, plus $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over, age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
And now, that is the official sound of the anvil. We are live. Yes, we are. I am a couple cut waters in. Excuse me. I'm trying to keep it together. We're not sponsored by them, but I thought I'd tell you before I get to slipping tonight. Omaha myself to start. Okay, we got that out the way. We ready to roll. What up, Will? How you doing? Shout out to the spaces. Come on in, share with everybody. We are live on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook currently. So get in, join the conversation. I told you we're gonna talk a little bit tonight about Colts things, and then we're gonna have a Q&A. So it should be a good thing. What's up? Oh, Bug P. You got a new nickname. Hey,
Bug P.
Bug P, Clyde, and Chris, how you doing? You're now Bug P. So if you got
Bug P,
pick it with Teresa.
These guys don't let nothing go.
Nothing
How
go.
could you do that to me?
Nothing go.
Bug P.
Carvey, what's up, Carvey? I feel like Carvey be coming from a different area code every time. It says at Carvey Jackson 8482 this week. Next week it might be 9116-75844. I don't know. You using a VPN or what you got going on, Carvey? But anyway, welcome to the show. Boys. How do we feel? Know what? The injury report was updated today. Did you notice something?
Yes.
What did you notice?
Daniel Jones was limited with a calf injury.
Calf injury. Light practice, though. But
Yeah.
this is interesting.
I noticed Shavarius Ward wasn't on there.
That he was not on the. I did see that. There you go.
Yeah,
Look,
baby.
Mr. Positivity. Let's give him something.
That's what you get from the bug.
That's
Bug
regular.
P.
Okay, and then there was
Bruh.
all right. Bruh P, Bug P. So no Chavarius Ward. That's a good thing. That's leaning toward a start. That's leaning toward a dynamic duo in Sauce Gardner and Chavarius Ward. But
Yes.
is it because the NFL policy is that all injuries must be reported, because we know some teams in the past have done some chicanery, or however you say that word, and not chicanery, and not been as truthful as need be. So is this just us reporting all of the truth that, hey, Daniel's kind of nicked up, or is this something to be concerned about? Chris, we'll start with you.
No.
I love it.
We're just gonna come out the gate and say it's a no,
It's a no.
because of the simple fact that he's a limited participant. It's not like he was out or something happened and they said, oh, let's go ahead. Oh, by the way, what's going on, Drop Step? By the way, everybody, that's one of University of Florida's biggest fans football wise. So make sure that you go ahead if you see him. Make sure that you let him know. Boom, boom. All right, just Florida.
Oh, I thought he was a Florida State fan. Are you just doing that to harass him? Oh, drops that.
So what I was saying about Daniel Jones. So the reason why I'm saying no is because we see the injury report, and rightfully so. The injury report, whenever we've seen it, has been very unforgiving in the past. This isn't one of those situations. They said that he tweaked it in practice. So it was a limited participation. He immediately spoke with trainers. The problem that I think a lot of people have is that they're saying, okay, well, wait till we, wait till we, or this is a situation to monitor. Or when they say something like that, I can see how fans would just be like, oh no, like what's going to happen here? I don't know. But like I said, I don't think that it's anything serious. I have a feeling that, everybody understands the gravity of the game. I don't think that he's hurt. I don't think there's going to be an issue. I just think that's something that they have to just go ahead and just let the league know about, as to your point. So let's not flip out as a fan base and automatically believe that we are just screwed. Like let's give it some time.
Okay.
Let's wait it out.
Okay.
We'll be good.
All right. But Big P, because
Bug P.
Okay. But Bug P. Because
I am not
hold
ever
on.
going to forgive you. I'm just telling you right now. I'll love you forever, but I'm not forgiving you for this one.
Because there has been such a calf strain type of, I don't even know, vengeance on the city of Indy, going back to Halliburton, then Kenny Moe, and now potentially Daniel Jones. Do you have any concerns, being an Indiana fan, that why is the calf strain of all injuries just here to haunt our souls?
That part I can't answer.
Why no one can.
But it does not concern me. If he felt something and he took it to the trainers, you guys are absolutely right. At that point, since it has went from his lips to somebody else's ears in the organizations, he spoke of it. If you're going to go dark.
Lips to ears is crazy work, but okay.
But anyways.
You need a cup water too?
I did deal with you. I need a couple. So once he spoke that this was going on or he was feeling this, they were obligated to report it.
Facts. There you go.
So to me, it doesn't sound like it's anything. James Boyd, Romeo the Kid. On Twitter.
Romeoville Kid.
Romeoville Kid. That's right. He even reported that he looked fine, that it was just a reporting issue. And he's out there on the field with these guys. So I'm absolutely going to trust what he says and what he reports. And knowing how the league is and some of the rules, I don't know them all. But Daniel mentioned his calf. Now it's reportable.
Okay, so to our sponsors and all of you betting people, no chance that we're going to have Riley Leonard in our lineups for prop bets, are we?
No sick pick on that one, Bubba.
No sick pick. No Riley Leonard for 175 and a tutty. What you got?
Right, so hear me out. All right.
Stop him now, Clyde.
I'm playing.
There is a world where, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I just had to throw that in there. Because of course, no one with a right mind as a Colts fan wants to see any time missed by Daniel Jones the way he's been playing this year. But in the event that it was, for everybody that's a naysayer of IR5, I'm not going to disrespect him like that. That's the nickname the fan base gave him. But anybody wants to see
That hurts, man. That hurts
it sounds bad. But anybody wants to see Riley Leonard
soul
over Anthony, I just don't know how you live in that world. Like, it's just not a world where I'm like, yeah, I'm cool with 15 rolling in today and we're going to be just fine. I'll still take 5 in all his erratic moments before I'm comfortable with 15. I mean, do you guys agree or do you guys have a different?
Definitely agree.
Okay.
Not to say that he
Chris,
can't.
I don't know if he's frozen or not, but Chris, you don't look as. Ooh.
Okay.
Are you that guy? I got the button.
So here's the
Don't
deal.
be that guy tonight.
Wait.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Because I mean, if I'm being honest, we all know what I said in the beginning of the year when it came down to AR. First off, he's still on IR, so there's no way that he'd be able to come in and back up.
Make me super soldier myself.
But listen, you can super soldier yourself all you want. If you're going to be that much of a super soldier, you might just hurt yourself trying to take off your hoodie. But the thing is, like I said, I'm not going to go any which way because of the fact that, like I said, I'm going to automatically assume that Daniel Jones is going to play. I feel like, and this is something that may be controversial, but you know what? I'm just going to say it. If AR wasn't hurt before the trade deadline, they probably wouldn't have traded him.
There it went. You needed it. Okay. All right, cool. Let's go dark real quick. Your life's on the line. Somebody's got to win a football game. Anthony Richardson with this team or Riley Leonard with this team. Your whole existence on the line. Who you putting? Who you?
I'm accepting death.
Oh, God.
I'm accepting death. I've come to terms with the fact that is just going to be my last. I'm going to say, listen, I'm going to say, make me as comfortable as possible because I'm prepared to just not be on this earth anymore.
Stand on business, brother.
Listen, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you right now. You will never be able to sit there and tell me that in a scenario where I have to depend on Anthony Richardson and Riley Leonard to play a full game for my life, that means that you're not trying to sacrifice me for the greater good. Because literally, that's not an option for me to be able to know that I 100% am going to be okay. I will never be okay.
I'll just tell you this. Sacrifices have been done since the beginning of time. And if it's you we got to sacrifice, it's just your time.
That's the crazy part because you know what? At that point, just tell me you're sacrificing me. Don't say, hey, you have this option because I'm going to look at you like you were going to do it anyway, weren't you?
Oh man.
Yeah, like that's just what it's going to be.
It's an apocalypto. You at the top of the pyramid.
Yeah, it's just at the top of the pyramid. It's just like I'm waiting for my blood to just go down all 4 sides, and then I'm just going to be, that's just what it's going to be.
He said, "I am conceding to death." No, man,
I won't accept a sacrifice. I'll take AR.
Save me, bro.
I'll take AR.
Bruh. I need Anthony to save me. I still think I got a chance. Chris has to tell the family it's over.
It's done. I'm out of here. Okay.
I love you, but it's my time.
Will you be in your Colts white jacket?
Listen, and I see Carvey in the comments saying, "Hey, what's going on, Camacho Joe?" By the way,
hey,
shout out to Are You Serious Fitness, Kevin, Teresa, Tyler, Mike, Huyan, of course, like we shouted out. Like I said, everybody, Drop Step, Will, everybody. But let me just go out here because I know Carvey doesn't like what I'm saying. And let me just be completely honest. I need, like, you're telling me that I have to pick one person. Mind you, You're not saying that you just have to get me through a game. I'm assuming that if this is for my life, this person has to win against a superior defense.
Oh man.
And you mean to tell me that my life is in the hands of Anthony Richardson or Riley Leonard? Somebody hates me.
Sammy, I need to take a knee, man.
I'm-
I am so weak right now, bro. That was the funniest segment we had in a long time. He said, I am taking death. That is insane. Okay, well, Chris, we don't want that for you. So luckily, that's not the scenario. Okay,
The
moving
bad
right
thing
along.
is, just a few months ago, AR was the top guy.
Yeah,
You,
and Chris
And
had
he
a
hasn't
hot
done
button.
anything to prove otherwise. He
had a
hasn't
hot
been on the
button take.
field.
This is
Pat,
all-
And you
Pat-
done threw him into the daggum trash.
Pat, in the past, what is this, November? In the past 3 months,
the daggum is crazy. Phillip Rivers.
AR in that time has had a dislocated finger that knocked him out for the rest of the preseason. And then he also had an orbital fracture in his eye from a resistance band in pregame warmups.
Hey man, that's just sometimes the
what-
world is not.
What else do I need to see from this guy to make me believe that I can put my life in his
Okay.
hands? He
If
can't
he
even
was-
put his own life in his hands.
If he was on the field, the orbital bone is not an issue. The finger.
Mike says Riley, Omaha Mike.
You know, like
All right, man. Look,
Look, we're splitting the fan base tonight. I'm
Here
just
we go.
telling y'all right now,
This is-
Clyde.
this is
Way to
great
go,
comedy.
buddy. Split that fan base up.
hey man, that's just a question that I had. That was all that I had. Was just a question
You
that I had.
sound like that one dude that nobody likes.
Okay. Well, now we know where Chris stands, and we know where his life would be. So moving forward.
go on.
So potentially, we have Travarius Ward, Kenny Moe, Sauce Gardner, Jalen Jones, Cam Bynum, and Nick Cross.
Yes.
Potentially walking into Gaia Field. Is that how you say it? And
Still say
that is
Arrowhead. I'm
that
sorry.
is who Pat Mahomes has to do battle with. And honestly, maybe I'm being a little bit biased. I think this might be the best unit he will have seen all year. Thoughts?
Agree 100%. And
Absolutely.
one thing we didn't mention, Carlisle is off.
Oh, yeah. Who knows
report too.
what he's gonna bring.
Now, because
I think they warm him up on special teams, though. Honestly,
it could be.
yeah,
but-
I don't think he'll.
Tuesday in the previous week, we were talking about bringing Jalen Jones down into a Mike position just to cover those guys. Stop having Z and oh shoot, the new one we picked up.
Oh, yeah, I'm drawing cut water. Pratt, Jermaine.
Jermaine Pratt, right. They're great at what they do, but they're not cover linebackers. Cover linebacker is a word that I just freaking made up because there's no such thing. Linebackers hit, linebackers destroy, and lose defense. And times they're covering, and it's never ever good.
Never ever
So-
good. That's not. Wait a minute, man.
Omaha!
You're getting a little too excited. You know what I mean? Like you're going a little
Okay.
quick here. Like,
99% of the time, no.
wow, that's still egregious, but okay, fine.
I
Continue.
did go back and watch the tape. But anyways,
What
we were just talking about that. Well, Carlisle's gives us a different dynamic. Damn it, I didn't say the word right.
Do you have the cut water?
I got something in this daggum aluminum cup.
You got something. But anyway,
But yeah, you see what I'm saying. He brings a different dynamic
yeah.
that could possibly cover as a linebacker.
Okay.
So I'm really excited to see that.
About
Get him
potentially
out there.
I just don't think we throw him in the fire quite yet like that. Especially
might.
since
We might not.
he didn't play nothing. Did he even play in the preseason? Has he had
Who?
any Carly's?
I
Yeah, bro.
I think he had limited snaps, but I think because of when he got hurt, it
He
was
was still in camp.
he
Man,
didn't
we
even
talked to him.
he got hurt in camp.
Yeah, we talked to him at camp, Pat. You and I did.
Yeah.
And I remember telling him, "Hey, bro, we need a big year out of you." He's like, "Bro, I got you." and then we ain't seen him in a long time. I don't think he played in preseason. I could be wrong. Y'all, Google check me out there and tell me if I'm right or wrong on that. But I just think that we do the same thing that we did with Jalen Jones in week 1. When we knew he had the hamstring, we try to, get him back into it, and we only, utilize him in special teams. And unfortunately, he got hurt again on special teams. I think we see more of that from Carly's. But I think that you can definitely throw, Travarius Ward right back into the saddle and give him his island, and then pair the other island with Sauce's island, and then put Kenny somewhere in the middle. We'll make him, you know what I mean? He's like the barge. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's kind of in between both the islands. He's kind of like chilling. I take care of what's going on over here.
You just called the smallest guy on the team the barge.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? He's like, he got to move stuff. He got to move stuff around, bro. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, it's neither here or there. But I think that, bro, the excitement that I have to potentially see that is outweighing watching our offense play. Because, listen, man, I don't know. As long as we've been Colts fans, we have never had a defense like this. And I'm saying that namesake wise to begin with, because the unit hasn't been complete to see what it can be. But I mean, bro, our best Colt years on defense was always just a handful of guys. Mathis, Freeney, Booger McFarland, of course, Bob Sanders, and maybe somebody will step up, Cato June, Marlon Jackson. But that wasn't a unit that put fear in your heart. Like, this unit can put fear in your heart. Mind you, as we gain a piece, just because the luck is our luck, we lose a piece. So we don't have 99 right now. Bring 99 back and keep all the pieces that are coming back now. And then, oh, by the way, add Mike Hilton just for like an extra, like, hors d'oeuvre, if you will. What? Like, bro, like Lou Anarumo going into the playoffs, if he has everyone, like he probably can't sleep at night thinking about all the possibilities, because you have so many good players that are now reserve players that you're like, you can just come out in so many different alignments that are just ridiculous, and just put all kind of offenses in whatever kind of bind you want, because everybody kept talking about who we're getting back, and Tyquan, good news on him. Samson, good news on him. So that's good as well. Carly's, we already talked about. But Mike Hilton is another major piece to go with players who have been performing better. But Kai Blackman has been playing pretty damn good. Jalen Jones, right off of his injury, comes back, locks down Metcalf. So you have quality now, 3 to 4 players into a fucking depth chart. It's insane. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even contain myself with the potential. Like, so I'm more excited about the defense in the next near future than I am just watching this offense continuously be great. That's where I am with this team right now. And that's amazing because I have never given a lot of thought to the defense outside of Kenny Moe, Shaq Leonard when he had him, Bobby O when we had him, and Defoe maybe, like Z here and there, but not as a unit. Especially not led by Gus Bradley. Like, man, I'm like, go get some nachos when we on defense. Yell if we get an interception. Shit, I don't know. Omaha me for
go get nachos, go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Hey, Pat, come back. They still on the field.
Like, it's my turn. All right, you went last time. What you want? Type shit. You know what I mean? We on defense.
Yeah. With Gus, golly, that was rough. We should get refunds for that shit.
So with that thought, before we get into score predictions, because we got some time, we still got to talk to the fans. Like, how do we? I mean, I know I said something that was probably really impractical. I don't think we're gonna drop 8 every time and make Pat Mahomes beat us with 200 yards with his legs. That's insane. But that's what I would do on Madden. But anyway, what do you think it looks like if we just have those 2 pieces back? Travarius Ward, Carly's, and Carly's actually plays defense. Of course, we have no Defoe. How do we play this? How do you think the defense looks?
So, if I can be honest, and this is also speaking to a comment that Huyan made, just like with the whole win, like, where would you rate this Colts defense compared to the past?
1.
I think this defense, yeah, absolutely. But I think it's also for a reason that now you have a secondary and you have a defense that's designed to contend with the way the NFL is today. Mm-hmm. Like, we know that this is a passing league. and you know that more often than not, like, you know, we know that who Jonathan Taylor is. Every team don't have a Jonathan Taylor. You might have a good running back. You might have somebody like that, but this team is built now, or this defense at least, is built to contend with a lot of what you see, where you see that a lot of these offenses are much quicker. They have weapons that are spread out. Now you have people who can isolate the outside and people who are going to be able to work in the inside. Now, also, if Carlisle comes back and he's playing, let's just say they rotate him in and out, former safety, somebody who knows how to kind of like roam the field, you know what you're getting with him. Now you have somebody who, you know, and to your point, Pat, I understand what you're saying in terms of a linebacker, but the safety linebacker hybrid now is starting to become more well known, or starting to become more prevalent, because of the fact that now you, as a linebacker, you have to be able to somewhat cover effectively. So now
in today's game, you're 100% right. But these guys aren't brought up with today's game yet.
Yeah.
What
you know, so
I don't understand.
In high school and college, these guys don't do that. They're not required to be that hybrid guy, the one that can play middle linebacker like a Ray Lewis and play safety.
I don't like to use the word required.
Well,
but I think that it's
what I'm saying about Carlisle is he can cover. So I'm happy to see him back in the middle of that field instead of taking Jones there. Because I think Jones would actually make a pretty damn good middle linebacker. Dude's big, dude's strong. He's fast. He knows how to cover. He knows what to watch for.
Yeah.
You could turn him into a Mike pretty easy. But Carlisle's already there. Now we get him off of IR. It just solidifies that whole point that I was making is our current linebackers with Pratt and Z, they're not cover linebackers, and they get burnt too often.
Well, that's because they're. Well, see, this is the part that's not fair with that.
It's absolutely not fair, but and it's not saying anything negative about them. It's just not their game.
Okay, well, here's the truth. I'm gonna just be 1,000%. Like, name. I don't want to say, because name me a great coverage linebacker in the NFL right now.
You can't. That's what I'm saying.
Because there's ones that are decent. Because they're at a disadvantage without having a third backer and putting them in a 4-2-5. You're literally giving them so much space to cover, and you're relying on. This is now the time that you have to rely on every phase of the defense, way more than you had to before, because the way offenses are, like, you're just putting you in bad spots. You know, shout out to somebody like Dion Buchanan. Y'all remember him?
Yeah, Dion Buchanan. Yep.
He was like the first dude that literally, that I can remember, like, did it successfully, that converted from being a safety and played like Mike linebacker at like 210, 215
at a high level.
Dude was a savage for Arizona. I was like, God, that dude could play football. But like, I think that's what you would have to see more of. You have to see these guys that are, like, no kidding, like safeties that are coverage specialists, and they're actually moving to linebacker, like, holistically. And now you have just a traditional safety behind him, because anybody that's built like a traditional linebacker, they're in a bad spot, bro. Even Fred Warner, who's great at coverage at this stage of his career, you can get some shit past Fred these days, right? Like, you know, because it's just too much to worry about, and without having a third backer, it's tough, bro. And I just think that any linebacker is going to be in that position, you know, honestly.
It's tough. It's very tough. And like I said, it's not a hit on Z or Pratt. I want them guys hitting. I want those guys hitting the quarterback. I want those guys hitting the running back. I don't want them in coverage. I want them hitting people.
Okay.
That's what they're good at. Let them be good at it.
But
they
also
have to be on the field, though. What are you doing?
But also, Pat, you got to also remember that you want them to be able to hit running backs, but also running backs are becoming more versatile to where they're now moving in the passing game as well. And so the thing is, if you have a linebacker who's out there, let's just say that you just have that's just out. Like, you can't put a corner on a running back specifically, especially when you have those moments. Like, for all the good that Bijan has done, you still need to have somebody who knows how to cover somewhat, because if you let somebody like a Bijan or a Jahmyr Gibbs, or even to a certain extent, let's just say Christian McCaffrey, if you put a linebacker out there that doesn't know how to cover, they're going to beat them, because these are guys who are not just effective in the run game, but they are a very heavy part of the passing game as well.
Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. But that just proves my point of why I'm excited to have Carly's back, because he can cover Shaquan. He can cover Bijan if they come out, or he can stick them. Or
I think you're giving him a little
Travis
bit too much
Kelce.
credit. I think he'll
Andrews
be better
coming through the middle. He
Okay.
can cover that,
Yeah,
and
so I
he
think
has the
that's a
speed
better.
to keep up with him.
I think that's a better approach. Like, what position are you asking him to cover? I don't think anybody can cover Bijan, but I think he does well against tight ends. I think he does well against like possession receivers that might be in a spot based on whatever package they got going on. So I think he's good there. Probably some guys he can cover out the backfield, but Bijan's a Swiss Army knife. That's just tough. ETN for the Jags, that would be tough. Like, yeah, bro. Like, sometimes you got to understand where the matchups are and where you potentially will get beat. And it's not that you're accepting it, but you're understanding how the pass is probably going to be completed, but how do we stop it from being a big play? So I feel like that's more the preparation you need to do, because your personnel might not ever get you in like one-on-one battles where you constantly win, especially in that type of scenario. Linebackers that are running backs that are Swiss Army knives like that changes everything. And if you completely change who you are as a defense to try to cover that, I think you open yourself up for other potential issues. So yeah, he's going to catch the ball, but how do we rally and tackle and not make that, an 80-yard play when it should have been a 10-yard play? That's my thoughts on that. But
Well, also, I think also you like for this game specifically, right? One thing that we now have the luxury of is to be
hell
able
yeah,
to
kids is real tough.
have a lot of corners out there, right?
Yes.
So like for this specific example, if you run a dime set, Jalen Jones then becomes one of your more pivotal cornerbacks, right?
I agree.
Because what's going to happen is Travis Kelce, he's going to be a factor. He's absolutely going to be somebody who's there. You have the luxury of being able to now put a cornerback on him.
A bigger cornerback that's physical.
And Jalen or Jalen Jones, we know he's like 6'2", 6'3", extremely physical, strong dude. He's able to now go and cover. And like I said, I've been on this with the whole Jalen Jones. You have Jalen Jones able to play Travis Kelce. You have the opportunity to otherwise phase him out of the game almost completely, because Travis Kelce, like, I don't necessarily trust Zaire on Travis Kelce, but I can trust somebody like a Jalen Jones on him, because I know he'll be able to be physical enough to make sure that all those tough catches he generally would make, he's not going to.
Yeah, I mean, I would be interested to see if we're actually practicing in those sets like that, where Jalen is now like, the fourth corner, if you will, because you're still gonna have Kenny, and you're gonna have your two edges, and then him, and then you have, your secondary, who they will be. Z, and then in your front four. Like, yeah, I'm interested to see if that's a package that's actually potentially being, messed around with in practice, to be able to, bring it out here. Because the one thing that we're not talking about that kind of started this whole segment was, for the first time, I feel like on both sides of the ball, taking Z's words, we are the test. So in practice, you can do a lot of things that teams are going to do, and it's not even simulated. Like, imagine how difficult it is to deal with Michael Pittman, Josh Downs, Tyler Warren, Alec Pierce, JT, and Daniel Jones. That's who they practice together every day. But at the same time, they go on against, when healthy, Sauce, Javarius, Kenny, Defoe when healthy, Cam, Nick Cross. So it's like, hey, every day we getting each other's best. So whoever comes out here, we solid. that's the number one offense in all intents and purposes. We dealing with them every damn week. You know what I mean? In practice. So not saying that, that doesn't mean that a team can come out and have a great game, but we are seeing the number one offense and we have a coach that is giving us all the looks. So to your point, Chris, yeah, let's line up Jalen Jones against Tyler Warren in practice and just see how he carries himself. Now, of course, we ain't going to see that as fans, but if they're practicing that and then it, comes to the field on Sundays, now you got something. Yeah, now you got something. And I feel like that'll be interesting to see if that's even, and maybe we getting way too into the schematics and they haven't even thought about nothing like this, which I doubt because they're much smarter in football than us. But I'm saying it would be interesting to see versus lining up Pratt on Kelsey or Z on Kelsey because that's favorable for Kelsey. You know what I mean? Just in my opinion. So, all right. That's what's up, man. So that's very interesting, bro. This defense getting healthy. Very exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff. So that's
to answer your question at the start of this is the number one defense I've ever seen the Colts organization have.
Oh, hands down. Like that's not even. And I mean, and some people can cherry pick some names, Quinn Coriat and Cornelius Bennett when we had him for a little bit, and we had Gusa for a little bit back in the day, Tony Siragusa. There's been some other guys that I can't think
Mathis, of. Freeney, Sanders.
Yeah, well, of course.
We've had some good players.
I was trying to go
overall
back.
As a unit. This has got to be the best unit.
Not even
with close. The best defensive coach I've ever seen.
For us, absolutely. And we're not just this zone-based defense. It's just like, this is what we do, and we hope to bend but don't break. Like, I can't believe that was such a philosophy for so many years, even under the great Tony Dungy. Like, because the Tampa 2, install it, make it what it is, but you realize real quick, I don't have a Warren Sapp. You know what I'm saying? I don't have, what was the stud linebacker? Derek Brooks.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have a Rondé Barber.
Simeon Rice.
I mean, they had John Lynch. We had Bob Sanders when healthy. But ultimately, I'm just saying, like, to make that defense work the way it needs to work, you had to have certain key elements, and we didn't have those. You know what I'm saying? So it was very much bend but don't break with some great play in between. So I say all that to say this is the best defense, hands down, Hoyan. And on top of that, we, like to Pat's point, this is the best coach that we've had leading our defense, despite some of the great years we've had under other guys. So I'll leave that be. Let's go back to the offensive side of the ball. We talked about it a little bit on Tuesday night, but let's just get to the nitty-gritty. How do we, and we're going to say that Daniel Jones is playing, so we're not even going hypothetically. Riley 1-5 is not out there.
So we're not sacrificing Chris.
We're not sacrificing Chris. Yeah, he has a family and they love him. And though he was rough during his birthday month, we still want him around. Okay, but next October,
get ready. Start preparing now.
I will.
Hey Pat, how many times do I have to keep teaching the same lesson, old man?
Walk the plank. Walk the plank. No, but okay. So let's go back to the offensive side of the ball. Let's just get straight to it. What do we need to do to remain on schedule, to consistently score? Because this is a game that we have to score, right? Like, you don't want to take Kansas City lightly, despite their 5-5 record. We don't want to go in there and be like, oh, well, you know what? They ain't having a Kansas City type year, so we should be able to get by with, 17 points in our deep. No, we got to score. And I think we definitely need to control time of possession. So what are your guys' takes on that? How do we get that done?
Got to play smart. It's what it's going to come down to is playing smart football, not giving the football over, turning it over, and just playing smart. Mm-hmm. Our coaches come in every game with a great game plan, run it. They'll make the adjustments. We've seen it. We can trust that they're going to make adjustments, unlike some coaches in the distant past wouldn't make any freaking changes.
Oh, GB.
So, just play smart, consistent, competitive football. And the squad that is going to be on the field, defense, offense, special teams, they're going to do their jobs.
Okay. So getting a little bit more technical, Chris. The line seemingly has been a bit of a worry the last couple games. I think Daniels got sacked 13 times. Please don't ask me how many times he's actually gotten hit, mouth bleeding, potential calf, all kind of stuff has been happening here. Lots of speed rushers that were the issues in those two games. How does the line, you know what I mean, kind of reinvent themselves to show that, hey, like we can actually get the job done?
Um, first, the one caveat that I'm going to give is that I know that Tony Sperano Jr. has been preaching a lot of the integrity. I'm going to say, especially on the outside. I think what we're going to see in this game is, um, I'm going to say they're going to make sure that those guys who you can label them whatever type of rusher, power rusher, whatever you want to say. I think those guys that you label a power rusher on the outside, it's making sure that you've preached, especially during this bye, that you have to make sure that you keep like that contain that they might try to play. That you're going to keep Daniel Jones clean. And even if you do, you push him as far out as possible and allow Daniel Jones to climb the pocket. The biggest thing is going to be Daniel Jones getting back to climbing the pocket the way that he did damn near all season up until the Pittsburgh game.
Mhm.
Because I mean, we saw it numerous times. We saw it against the Dolphins. We saw it against the Broncos. I think in the Broncos game, he was doing it masterfully, but more recently, he hasn't been doing that, and we see how he suffered during that time. So
Yep.
I think that's going to be the biggest thing that we're going to see him making sure that he's not getting into that habit again where if the pocket is collapsing on the outside that you're just going to stay there and then you're just going to keep the ball and then possibly not protect the way that you're supposed to.
Look, they
But
got a game record in Chris Jones. We know that.
yes,
He's got to be the key emphasis, just like Hayward was, just like TJ Watt was. So we got to focus our energy there. There will be a lot of helping, I believe. Passing things off. We got to establish the run. Derek White says we got to have 30 plus. And I think we have to stay on schedule. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So we are a great team on first down. We've been a solid team, I believe, on third down. So let's keep everything third and manageable. Let's keep getting positive yards on first and second and not put ourselves in any deep waters. Definitely, definitely remove self from penalties in this
hmm
atmosphere because here's the bad part. We talked about it slightly on Tuesday. I think that even with great play, we got to be prepared for the that's gonna go their way. Like get a little handsy on a big third down for them. They might hit you with the 5 yarder. You know what I mean? Some they throw it deep, get a little physical. That might be a PI. I think there'll be some controversy, some things that will be under contention, but we have to realize that we're the better team. Play through those moments, and when we get in those spots, hold them to three, as best you can. They have not been great scoring here
hmm
recently. They had that one game where they went nuts with the Raiders, and
the
then since
Raiders, yeah.
then, yeah, they kind of like dialed it back down. Like they brought their tone back to, maybe our offense isn't as great as we thought it was, and we're still working. So I feel like there's ways to continuously win the game within the game, but keep playing it, keep playing the game
Yeah.
because I mean, bro, Pat, I already know the chat on Sunday, once you put it up, is going to be going nuts because there's going to be a PI that's going to be questionable. There's going to be a man, we should have been off the field, and they end up scoring because we didn't. And like, bro, it's just going to be. We see it every week with Kansas City. We seen it last week with the Eagles. I mean, I don't want to say that the NFL picks where they want to, kind of put shit, but bro, this stuff is egregious. So prepare for the egregious, especially on the
I'm telling
road.
you right now, the mascot Blue is going to get a penalty.
Oh yeah, Blue's
Watch.
gonna
Yeah.
fall and faint too many times. You know what I mean? He's gonna be sliding down their pole like when they, you know how he does. Blue will be active. He'll probably be tired after that game. But the biggest thing is find a way to win. Okay, so
Well,
before we get
actually,
into the
one thing I
oh
need to say just before we move on, um, big key, not going away from the run if it's not working early, because in games that's happened, we saw what happened with the Steelers. 9 rushes in first half, and then 5 in the second half is definitely not going to work. 10 rushes in the first half, and then 22 in the second half in overtime versus the Falcons led to an overtime victory, and JT having one of
mhm.
the best games of the year, probably his best game of the year. So I'm going to say, uh, I understand Shane. You were a quarterback in your past. I don't know if you're watching, but if you are, look at me. Look at me.
You're the
If
captain. Now.
if JT has 10 rushes for 47 yards at the end of the first half, run the ball more in the second, because I can guarantee you he's gonna break eventually. So Shane, I don't know if you're watching, but if you are, don't you dare stop running.
Despite the
Don't make
score.
us pick a different sacrificial lamb.
Wow.
Yeah, because it'll be you,
Okay.
old man.
There it is. Omaha rolling into the Q&A. Let's Q&A for a few minutes before we get into sick picks, and then we close out with scores and all the things. So if you got questions, roll them. All right. And then, like I said,
I've seen quite a few.
yeah, I feel like some of them that came up, they were kind of embedded in what we were saying, but I didn't know if anybody had any specifics. Yeah, we already talked about that one.
Yeah.
That was an early question, so definitely they were first. But I mean, said whoever's active right now, if you got them, roll them. We'll give you time.
I think Harvey said, when does Buckner come back?
Well,
And Buckner will be back. Week 15 is when he'll be able to come back, actually be able to be activated off of IR, because that'll be the end of the 4 games. So
is that Seattle?
Seattle, yep.
I hope so. I'm going to Seattle. I don't want to go out there without a full squad. I feel like we're gonna need everybody for that game.
Who on reported the stream?
What?
Who on reported the stream?
Reposted the stream.
Posted. Can you read? P?
Reported.
Reposted. I don't know.
Because of CJ's face offends him.
Oh, he didn't report. He didn't.
All right, here we go.
I know I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I ain't the fucking spoon either now.
He probably didn't report it. He jokes a lot.
Yeah, he jokes a lot.
You got to know him. All right, so do you all foresee the Colts being first in the AFC and taking the bye in the playoffs? Yes, I'm still very much on that platform of we will be the number 1 seed. The NFL got to take a week off of our greatness, and so people passed us, but we'll be right back where we need to be. And I just believe that. And I'm not counting on anybody else to lose, and this is why we'll be there. I just think that honestly, right now, despite what anybody's saying, we are the best team in the entire NFL, not just AFC. So that's me. That's Clyde. Y'all want to, tag that up or leave it that?
No, I'm going to say yeah.
I think we absolutely can. Will we? I don't know.
Oh, you sound like a man of ye a little faith.
It's not that. I don't care.
You do care.
I don't.
Man,
how many
you know what?
first round buys have we had?
No. See?
And then come and lost the next game.
No. But that was under
dog
Peyton.
will holler.
That's it.
You holler away, because until you prove that you can have the bye week and win out, nah.
That has nothing to do. You don't want
the bye week scares me. Yes.
Listen.
And chat, come on, back me up, because I know I'm not the only one that is fearful of the bye week.
Absolutely not, because you have to remember where we are and what this is. In this era of football, I do not want to have to potentially go anywhere with weather for a lot of reasons. I don't think that is an issue for us to play in weather, but that changes how you have to do things.
I get it.
Bring them to our nice,
I understand the advantages,
and we're
I absolutely do. But I'm still telling you, the bye week scares me. So I take it, don't take it. I don't care.
I do feel like
I'm not taking it, and I don't care.
I do feel like that's an era of Colts football that it was back then. Like, that's not to me. I can't take that serious, because I also believe like that was a Peyton Manning thing, and I think like Peyton coming off of a bye, like that was always an issue. Like that was his thing. Like, because you know that you had to go against some of those teams that were a little bit tough around that time. Fast forward to now. The way that this team has responded, or the way that this team has played, I don't foresee there being a lag or anything in this organization, because we can't go according to that standard from back then now, because this team is much different than what it was way back when.
I got a caveat. I don't even think it's a Peyton thing. I think it was an organizational thing, because remind you what we did when those great seasons we had. Not just the 12-4 buys, but the couple times that we were 13 or 14 and greater, that type of situation, what did we do? For basically the last 2 weeks of the regular season, we shut them down. Then we had the bye week, and then we expected them to pick it up and play great after basically having a month off. That is shitty organizational thought processes. Oh, they've played so great, they've earned everything. Let's rest. No, you rest when you go home and you take a fucking nap. You rest when it's time to go to sleep
You
at
go
night.
home with the trophy.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
not
when
telling
rest.
you, I'm not saying that if we have everything wrapped up in, let's say, week 17, 18, play the entire game, but you only get 1 week a game. Or I'm sorry, 1 game a week. Go out there and get the starters at least a quarter and a half. Go out there and continue to work. You know what I mean? Don't just go. You be like, oh yeah, remember they used to do to keep Peyton's streak alive. He'll come out for the first drive and then the whole like that shit is trash. Do not do that. Rest the way you need to rest. And I don't believe that suddenly. See, this is the theory that I hate. And I don't mean to get on a tangent at the end of the show, but I hate this theory that suddenly we're going to get injured. Like you've been playing all year, your players are great, and suddenly you're going to get injured. Like I just don't believe in that. Like honestly, I believe when injuries happen, they were destined to happen, whether that be in week 1 or week 18. So it's easy to always take shots at the week 18 injury, but who's to say it wouldn't happen in the first quarter of the playoff game? You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't think that you can call that out and call call a coach, out of his name or something derogatory because he played a player. But if you don't keep that energy going, you're going to have an issue. And I know it's college and I know it's NFL, but look what happened in college last year. The teams that had the bye, which was a month off, came out and were flat and got ran over by the teams that kept playing. So if you're going to have that bye, you earn that bye. I get it. But keep your players active all the way through week 18, even if they don't complete the entire game. You can't go and sit for a month and then say, all right, let's get back to it. You know what I mean? Once we come back to the playoffs. Like, I just don't like that theory. So I'm going to leave it there. So it seems like we only had a few questions. Any more come up? Because we need to get to sick picks.
Do you think
right here.
Yes.
And we kind of talked about that. Yeah, I think it'll be, Ken, I think it honestly will be more so on special teams. There might be a call or two for him in the regular scheme of defense, but I just feel like this is a tough game to throw him back into the fire. You know what I mean? Like if he's had 0 clock all year, like get him a play here and there just to get him, feeling good about himself, but play a lot of special teams. Get your win back, get all that shit back, get the feel of the game back, and then we'll see. Especially with an ankle injury. I don't know. But anyway. All right, man. Well, let's see how I have the Colts and Broncos in the AFC Championship. I like that. I don't really care who, as long as that AFC Championship is not in, I don't know what Denver Stadium is called now. It used to be in Vesco. As long as it's not there in January, I'm good.
Yeah.
I think we can, but I hate to say it. The Pats have a cupcake finish their schedule other than the Bills. 1 game. Yeah, they do. There's no denying that, but I'm not sold on the Pats, bro. Like I'm just not. And that's no knock on them. There's no indictment on who they are as a squad, but this team versus their team, sign me up. Let's play. Like sign me up, bro.
When Chris mentioned Denver, I was like, nah, I'd rather go against Patriots.
New England. I mean,
absolutely.
I mean, I don't really even like. I feel like so. Here's the deal. Yes, Denver's defense is still Denver's defense, but now that we have an entirely healthy secondary and we've made these moves, Bo Nix, boy, you can't pass the ball against very mid squads, and you about to come pass against Sauce now and Charvarius Ward and Kenny and nah. That would be not a good thing for their offense. I'll just leave that there. But anyway, let's get into sick picks. Sammy, please.
It's time for Sick Picks. Brought to you by DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Very straight and to the point. To beat these guys, you got to run against them. Clyde says JT 125, 2 tutties.
So since you took mine, because I was going to give JT a very generous amount. Yes. Yes, absolutely.
It's not your birthday anymore, so then there's that.
Yeah, but I was right a lot more than you were during my birthday month.
Okay,
the entire month. Like the whole month. So, you know what? Since the speculation is that Daniel Jones is not going to play, I'm going to go against it because now all of a sudden fans are feeling kind of froggy and leaping. So we're gonna go Daniel Jones,
Mm.
300 through the air.
Oh wow, you sick picking.
Let's go 4 total TDs.
He's sick picking, bruh. In Gaya Field. Luckily, there's no weather, but he said he's about to torch these boys, put the whole league on notice, especially Nick Wright and his nose.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
What you
old
got,
Schnozzeroonie.
All right. Ward. Pick 6.
Wow. Pat just be pulling shit out the air.
No.
Pick 6, Travarius Ward. Somebody tell me the last time Travarius Ward had a pick 6. But
I don't
book
care.
it.
It's
But book it.
Book it.
And the man ain't even been cleared yet 100% to play. And he said, give it to me.
Oh, he's
Pause.
playing. He's playing.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
And almost on cue, Cialis guy, you're up.
Okay. So no, well, actually, so we gotta summarize them all together. So we're gonna.
Wait a
So
minute. I got to interrupt you, Chris.
Oh.
We got to get Cutwater to sponsor us. I need this.
Cutwater!
I need this guy back every week.
Cutwater!
That
Yeah.
cheesy smile he's had on his face all show. Got me killed.
yeah, Clyde got that triple B. He got that bad big buzz.
Sammy,
Whoa.
reach out the cup.
Yo. He got that bad big buzz.
That's what we doing to close the show. All right, man. Put all the
So-
shit picks together.
wait.
Put the shit picks together and then
All right.
Cialis yourself.
So we got 125. You said 125 yards of what?
And 2 tutties.
125. Clyde says 125 yards and 2 touchdowns. I say Daniel Jones passes for 300, 4 total TDs, and Bug P says a pick 6 from Charvarius Ward. So that's our 6
We
picks
don't
for
need
this
to
week.
hear that kind of talk from the sacrifice.
Bug P is
sacrificial lamb.
Teresa,
Bug
you
P.
are a gem.
Bug P, Teresa, we
now
love
Bug
you,
P.
Teresa. Like you done gave us the a blessing.
Bug
And-
P
and
to
speak-
DEI.
Speaking of blessing, please bring up our handles for social media. So this way you can bless us all with your presence on Twitter. You can find me at CJ Colts fan. You could find Clyde with the triple B. Tell the
Hey,
people
man.
where they can find you.
Bro, I am not okay with that. The bad B buzz is crazy. Find me at Coach Clyde on X, but not with the bad.
What about you, Bug P?
Well, tonight you can find me at Colts Crow Eater. Tomorrow you can find me at Bug P. I'm changing it. I'll take it. I'll wear it like a badge of honor, baby.
Oh,
Yo, I love that. And then bring up the podcast page, please.
that is hilarious.
Yes, and you can find the podcast at Sick Pod Colts, where you can find all clips. You can find where to listen to us, whether it be through Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcast, you'll be able to go ahead and find it on there. Also, make sure that you're liking, commenting, sharing everything they post on there. We put out a lot of content, so make sure that you put that out. And then if you want to hear reruns of this episode, you can actually go ahead and find this tomorrow, where you can hear the rebroadcast on Z103.com, also on Mix 105, where they'll be able to do that Sunday at 4 a.m. Eastern. So that way you can get caught up. I know that this is an away game, so you'll be able to hear all of our projections, everything that we are going to be doing, or I'm going to say everything that we believe. So that's where you can base your picks. Make sure you get those 6 picks in, code 6 Sports on DraftKings. But yeah, so you can make sure. And then if you're listening over across the pond in the UK, make sure you're listening to VIP One Lounge Extra. That's how you'll be able to listen overseas. And like I said, they're 5 hours ahead of us. So whenever they would be rebroadcasting tomorrow, 5 hours ahead of that. I'm not doing the math for you. You can do it. You're an adult. So then please bring up the Visit Indy QR code as well. All right, so make sure that you scan that Visit Indy QR code. If you scan that, you'll be able to see everything going on in the Indianapolis area. It'll let you know about games that are going on. It'll let you know about what restaurants, festivals, whatever events are going on. There might be some Thanksgiving things going on. There might be some charitable things going on for Thanksgiving. You'll still be able to find all those on Visit Indy. So it's an awesome app to use. So make sure that you go ahead and you scan that and see exactly what it is that you would like to see. Other than that, I believe. Trisha also said we didn't do score predictions.
Yep.
So real quick, what do we think the score is going to be?
Keeps us on it. Teresa keeps us on our
She
shit.
does.
All right, Teresa. Clyde has it. I'm gonna go with what Derek White says. We gotta get 30. We at least gonna get near our average. Give me 31. Give me 31-24 Colts.
I was going to say 34-24.
All right, 34.
I'm going to say 31-28.
31-28. Hey, this is gonna be one that you gotta close the deal for sure.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Hey, so I mean, other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Also, I know that we still got the contest going on. Still waiting to hear back about that. Will says 45-27. Will is a maniac, and I love it.
Yeah, he is a maniac.
But
he's a cheesehead,
also,
you know. He's
make
the
sure,
Gouda.
hey, fair. That's fair. Fair. But also make sure, like I said, because you still have the opportunity to go in with our contest through Fitballer. Basically, it's going to allow you to make sure that you will, or it'll pop up here shortly. If not, you'll be able to see it on previous shows towards the end, where you'll be able to see this QR code right now. Scan that QR code where you'll be able to actually enter in, as long as you scan the QR code, go to that Google form that you'll see on there. You'll be able to submit your information for the Tyler Warren signed jersey. So make sure that you sign up through there. And if you do, you'll also receive information about the company Fitballer. Very cool. They basically come up with custom plans to make sure that you're reaching your fitness goals. And it's an app designed for men to make sure that they're not just reading fitness goals, but just basically creating a healthier lifestyle for themselves. Ladies, y'all can use it too. I'm not discriminating, but just saying. So definitely make sure that you scan that QR code to get yourself entered in for the Tyler Warren jersey. And like I said, check them out. It's a great thing. Like I said, it's a great thing that they're doing. And yeah, so other than that, I think that's about it.
All right, I'll say this before we get out of here. Last but not least, there are times in life where your character could be challenged. Something about something you said and or did could put a different image in somebody's mind about you. Do not let that define you. Had an incident today in a very well respected Twitter space, and for that individual, just understand that does not have to define you. We'll just leave that at that. Please like, share, subscribe, all the things. Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, you know where to find us. Twitter as well. We appreciate you. Let's go get this win. Let's go put Kansas City to bed. Let's also put the league back on notice that we can step up when it's asked of us. And this is closing time now. So it's time to go out here and prove that we are the team that we have been showing we are all year. And with that said, Sammy, take us home.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sick Podcast and Bill Show on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts.